Hello, everyone.
Boy, did we hit the jackpot today. We took a trip up to the nurseries again up in the Valencia area, and we did really well.
We did pretty good today.
Yeah, we were really looking to find the palm trees going up the driveway on the left-hand side that we want to plant. And we've been finding them, a certain variety that they call champagne palm. They don't get too tall and they don't get too wide. And everywhere we go, they say they grow slowly. So that's exactly what we wanted.
Yes.
And we got real lucky today because we found a bunch of them the exact same size. So we've been locating them, but they're all different sizes. And we didn't think that would look that appealing to the eye heading up the driveway. We really wanted them to be the same size. And we want them to be relatively small because we want them to take their time growing. You know, we don't want, in case they do grow a little higher than expected, not to block the views too soon. So what do you think?
I love it. Looks very nice out there.
Yeah, so we just got back and we just laid them in place, and we're going to show you what they look like here in a minute. But Wilma went to town and found a lot of plants today.
A lot of plants, and I have a good deal.
Yeah, she's a big negotiator. So what I did was I did film the nursery. We only went to one. I think I said on the video that I shot this morning that we were getting ready to go to a second nursery. But we kept buying at that one nursery. And I think it's the fourth one we've been to up in the Valencia area. Just one today, three the other day. And the prices were really good. So we just stayed there and, we loaded up the truck and we thought we had enough. And then she saw more stuff and she kept getting more and more discounts. And by the time we turned around, the truck was so full, she said, let's go home.
Yeah, she gave us a good prices because we bought quite a lot,
Right.
She gave us a price by bundle.
Yeah, it was real good. And even when it was all said and done, the price was like, I think it came to like 7,600. And then Wilma said, why don't I just do 7,000 even? So after all the negotiations and dropping of the price, she got another 600 pesos off, 12 bucks. So that's not bad. So she did really, really good. So what we're going to do is walk out there and show you what we purchased. But before we do that, Jim Boy from Renting Furniture came up here, and he was really happy. And he came up with the contract, and we signed the contract, and now they're building our china cabinet and our buffet. And I showed a photo of what it's going to look like, and we can't wait for it to be done. But he said, guys, thank you. From your channel, because remember, we videoed him on our channel, they actually got 2 new kitchen builds.
Similar to ours.
Yeah, he was very happy. He said 2 foreigners contacted Renting Furniture and said, hey, we saw your work on Greg and Wilma's channel, building the Philippines, and they said, we want you to build our cabinet. So that's really good to hear. We're real happy about that. Some real good comments on our 500,000 views. So appreciate it, guys. We'll continue to pivot with our channel and start showing you daily life and really the Greg and Wilma adventures of gardening and projects. We do have some good news. We hired a gardener to help us with some planting.
Yes, local lady. She live locally.
Yeah, so we did have a conversation with her today. She is working 3 days a week, and she definitely wants more days. She's a gardener now, and she said, I would love to come up and help you. So Wilma's still talking to her about what day of the week, and it doesn't have to be a steady day. It can rotate because we need to work with her other employer. But now we'll have somebody up here once a week for 8 hours to help with weeding and potting and all the different things, clean up that will just make our garden look even better.
Yes, that's a big help for me too.
Yeah, so hopefully you'll get to meet her soon. we asked her, we told her about our channel and said, hey, do you mind being on our channel? She said, no, no problem. She said, I just don't want to talk on the channel because she understands very little English, obviously. She speaks Bisaya.
She's very shy.
Yeah, she's a little shy, but she said, yeah, no problem. I don't mind. She goes, she actually said that her family would enjoy watching her on TV, as she called it. So once we get her established and we'll verify that she's okay being on camera, then we will show you, the help that she's going to give Wilma. So that's just going to speed up our garden getting to look more beautiful, right?
Yes,
so
definitely.
Looking forward to that. So let's get out there and show you these plants that Wilma purchased today. All right, so Wilma's the big negotiator.
Yeah.
Take a look. Look at the truck. Oh my Lord. We were only here 7 minutes. I didn't even get out of the truck and she's already found her palm trees. Remember, we needed 6 palm trees. These are champagne palm. We needed them for the 7 rocks going up the left-hand side. So we found them in other places, but not the same size. See how all these are all about the same size? So that's what lured us to it. The roots look really established, and then Wilma found some other flowers, other plants. Look at this one here. So she's just cleaning the house. You got a pretty big discount too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so look at these over here. Wow. So this is yet another nursery here in Valencia. I think I told you on a couple videos ago, there was like 6 or 8 of them up the road. And I think we've been to 3 of them so far. So this is the 4th. I think that's bamboo right there, right? Little bamboo. Hey, get a price on this one. This one is wild colors.
That's 150.
150?
The price is on it.
Let's see if we can get them for 100. Wow.
Oh, it's like 150 the one that's on this, but it's 200 for the one that's on the pot.
Oh, okay.
The ones on the plastic is 150.
Okay. So you want to get like 2 of them?
Yeah.
Let's just get 2 of them.
I'm gonna get 2 of this.
And what is that? What kind of a flower?
Nice. Ano pangalan na ninang?
Wow. I don't know if we can fit any more in the truck. We're gonna have to put them in the back. So Wilma's a hard negotiator. Even when she got the discount, they negotiated it all on the discount. When she added it up, it was like, I don't know, 7,600. And then she says, how about just 7,000? So she got like another 600 peso discount. But if if they're willing to sell it for the price, why not, right? They can say no. But I like that color. I'm going to take a quick walk while Wilma's negotiating. So I don't think it matters if I'm here or not. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Tell her I'll load these up because the truck's getting full. We picked another hot day. You can see the laser beam above. But yet another, all the way down to the end of the street. And then when you do it first glance, when we walked in here, it starts here, comes all the way across, and we said, wow, you got a nice selection. And the lady told Wilma, well, walk to the back. So they got some different type of palms there. We didn't want the tall palms. There's a palm here called foxtail. Looks very nice when it grows, but it gets like 20-30 feet, and we don't want that to block any views. So I call it bottle palm. I think they call it champagne palm. And they don't get that tall, and they grow pretty slow. This is pretty cool. I like that. So we got to get a price on that. Oh, they're pretty big. Look at the trunk on that. But then they said walk out back and look out here. There's a whole bunch of stuff. And actually the prices here are the best we've seen so far. So I guess that's just another tip is, when you find a place, just keep looking. Because like I said, this is I think nursery 4 that we've been to. It's kind of like a fern. I'm not really a plant guy. Wilma knows a lot more. That's kind of like what we have up at the house now. But there's just so much here. Oh, it goes all the way back there. I mean, there's a lot of different plants here. I think this is the foxtail palm that I was telling you about, because I was doing some research online. They're very popular here, and they're actually cheaper. But these grow, they say 20 to 30 feet. So we said no. We didn't want to do that. We don't want to block any views. I'm sure it'll take many, many years to get to that height, but we just didn't want to do that. There's some more. So I think having the palm trees all the same height coming up the driveway on the left hand side, all the same, will look nice. And they do frog grass, so Wilma's also negotiating if they could come up and plant some frog grass for us, because we do want to get some grass in the ground, especially with the rainy season coming. We don't want our nice black topsoil to erode away. So that's another thing that we're going to do today, is we're going to stop probably 2 or 3 more nurseries just to see what they have and talk about frog grass. That's another project that we need to get done. So let me see what Wilma's doing here. Right on the main highway from Dumageddon up to look at the back of the truck. Oh, she's starting to put stuff inside. Yeah, put your seat. That's a good idea, Wilma. Put your seat all the way up. All right, so it looks like she got 2 more flowers. And how many more of these did you buy?
6.
You got 6 of them? Wow, okay. Boy, do we have a lot to plant. Take a look at our new sign coming from Bakong to Darwin. They're just installing it now. Definitely a nice welcome to our municipality. And also I want to show you real quick, I'm going to try to do a zoom. Look at the price of fuel. It's gone down 51 pesos, 0.35 for diesel. Now, it was 80 here not too long ago. And when we bought this truck, it's coming up on 2 years, at least a year and a half. This was before the Ukraine-Russia war. Diesel was about 56. And it was 56 for a long time, as I understand it. It didn't change much. It's down to 51. So that's good for everyone who uses diesel fuel. So that's looking good. So hopefully inflation is starting to ease up here a little bit in the Philippines. So we'll cross our fingers on that. So the one thing I haven't done yet is video us entering Darwin. So when you hear about, we say local, that kind of starts Darwin, local restaurant. Very good Vietnamese, Thai, and Filipino food. And then you were pretty much heading into, call it the main area of Darwin. Downtown Darwin, if you will. So we're coming up on it now. And the ocean is to the left, just a few blocks. And then, of course, we take a right to go up the mountain. So it's a small little town, mostly dive shops and resorts down these side streets to the left. And some of them are amazing. I need to get down there and start videoing more of these resorts. They're really amazing, and they all have dive centers. And the Sierra Resort, very nice resort, is now the home of Critter Republic. So take a look at that. If you guys are interested in learning how to dive, or you want to dive, reach out to Justin. He has his own shop there, Critter Republic. So here's our street, La Independencia Street. So I'll be careful because sometimes they come down the wrong side. So there's our street, La Independencia. And you can see it's all paved. And I'm driving slow because I have all the plants in the back. But this is the turn that we take to go up the mountain. A little cloudy up there today, but we're about 4 miles this way. All right, today is a triple H day, hazy, hot, and humid. You can see the blue water of the ocean, but it's definitely looking hazy out there. So we'll start off, Wilma, with this first purchase. Look at this. Look how nice this looks. Now this is not planted yet. We just unloaded the truck, so it's still in its plastic. But we have a bunch of these. I think we have about 15 more of them. You know, various stages of being planted. But look how beautiful this is. So, you know, one of the things that I said to Wilma, I said, I'm going to download an app. Try to do it this afternoon. There's some apps out there that you can actually take a photo of like a flower or a plant like this, and it will tell you the name, the variety and name of that plant. So I think that'll go a long way. You pretty much know most of them.
Most of them, but
Some of them is a question. So I'm going to do that, and I'll tell you how that works out. But look at this. Look at the colors: the yellows, the greens, the oranges, the reds. So how many did you get of these? 4?
5.
You got 5 of these?
Yes.
Oh, very nice. Look over here. It's like she bought the nursery out. So a whole bunch. Now this is not where they're going to be planted. She just put them up here so it'll be easy for her to water them. But I think she's going to use these around the borders, like going down the fence. I'm sorry, going down the driveway, right up against the driveway. So I think that's where these are going to go. And you ordered like 10 of these, right?
10, yes.
10, okay. Look at some of these. Really healthy looking. Look at the colors of this. Look at the leaf. Look when you zoom in on the leaf. There's pink, there's white, there's red, and then of course the green of the plant itself. And look at the flower starting to come up. See that? I guess you would call that a bulb. Look inside. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Look how healthy they look. So I really do think this black topsoil is really something. It's really making these plants look healthy. Look how healthy they look. And we haven't put any fertilizer in any of the pots. We've done anything that we've planted, we've put fertilizer, but not in any of the plants. And look at some of these small ones. Now we planted I think 5 of these over by the carport. So we got, how many more?
6.
You got 6 more of them?
Yes.
So I think you're going to plant some of them here, right?
Yes, that here.
Yeah, okay. So let's take a walk around and take a look at the palms. There's another one.
We got 3 of that.
3 of these?
Yes.
Yeah, there's another one. Look at that. Look at the crazy colors. That's going to look really nice. Look at this one. This one's
I
my
know that.
favorite.
Bougainvillea.
Yeah, this one's my favorite. We need to get more of these.
Yeah.
So we'll go back in a week or so. I would like to get them, you know, about that size. I think they look really good there
In here, yeah.
in these brown pots, and I think they'll really take off with the topsoil.
Yeah.
But here we go. This is something we wanted to get off the list. So they're not planted, but look, they're all about the same size. And that's exactly what we wanted. We were so close of making the purchase actually at the market in Valencia. But they're all different sizes. So even when you look at the trunks, they're all about the same size. So I really think they're going to look nice. So now I need to really dig down and look at the root system. See what's coming out of the bag? It's coming out of the bag, the roots. So they do definitely need to get into the ground. So I'm going to work on probably this afternoon after the sun goes down. The laser beam that's up there. I'm going to come out here and really dig down as far as I can. Hopefully I don't hit any major rocks. But I want to make sure I dig down, and then maybe I'll put a little fertilizer in the hole, cover it up with a little dirt, and then put a lot of water in it when we do the transplant. But look, they're all green. They look very healthy. So we really think that it's going to look nice. And one of the things I wanted to show you also, and look at the grass starting to grow. I guess you would call this just weeds slash carabao grass.
Yeah.
Right?
Looks like.
Yeah, like carabao grass. Just because of this topsoil. And I've been sprinkling fertilizer here. And look at the greenery already starting to come up. Look at that. Just growing wild out of the ground. But we're going to definitely need some assistance keeping this clean in here. But when I showed yesterday, or the day before, I forget, Wilma's row, she said, well, that's not the way it's going to end. She wants to have it tilled properly. So she was like, don't show this yet. I said, no, the guys understand we're still in the process. So that's what it's going to look like. So she's still working on these. So having someone to give Wilma some assistance, I think, is really going to help us a lot and speed along getting everything into the ground. Now, I also on Shopee ordered, I think, 500 flower seeds. 500. So I don't know what the germination rate is. So say, 100 of them don't make it. So we're going to have 400 flower seeds of mixed variety that I found on Shopee, and I went ahead and ordered it. And we'll get those potted as well. So I think we're going to have a pretty decent sized garden with all the vegetables and then the plants. You can still see we have more plants over here that we need to incorporate. So some are going to go by the pool, some more is going to go up by the house, and then some will continue to be planted down here. But look, that's just popping out of the ground. All over the place. Actually up by the pool, right up there, you can't see it, I'm sure, but there's a large one growing right out of the ground. Look right here. Just popping out of the ground. So, we'll be able to replant them as they come up. And I think we're making progress, right, Wilma?
We're getting there, slowly.
Little at a time, right?
Yeah, no rush.
I think you having help is going to really speed things along.
Definitely.
Definitely, for sure. All right, so that's our update for today. The Wilma and Greg gardening show.